up to the stage that I know from the photo industry, Walter Van Dusen.
And his little buddy.
And his operation here is rig that he's built up for NAB this year.
So,
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself? We're gonna do a little Q&A style for this one. So go ahead and tell us about yourself, Walter.
thank you, Madeline. Thank you very much. So I'm trying to talk really low, but when I get excited, what happens to me, Madeline?
We need that 32-bit float, Walter and I. We're two loud people. So,
Cackling, loud.
yeah.
So I'm a one-man band that's been doing trade shows for the past 3 years. And Madeline asked me, if you had a dream audio, what would you need? Number one,
32-bit float.
number two, time.
A time code.
Because I, not smartly, decided to do not one camera, not two cameras, not three cameras, but four cameras when I go to trade shows. I'm the guy that you might have seen at trade shows with the big giant rig. My last one was the Matthews Hollywood stand, and they have these big giant wheels, and I was a cruise ship. Walking through the trade show, and they're like, there he comes. And I was about 50 pounds heavier, so the stand made me look thin. So I'm pushing the stand through the trade show, and it was a lot of workout. And the thing that happens to me when I get excited is I get loud.
Me too.
One of the things, yes, that's why we make a good pair. So one of the things, we were the alpha testers on the 32-bit float.
Right.
If it can handle our voices, because out on the East Coast, you have to be loud. And not have to be loud, but you have to be heard, right?
Right.
So one of the things that I decided to do was answer the questions. And I said, what would you want? And I gave those three things, and then it happened.
Right. So also I want to talk, backpedal for a second.
Yes, please.
I want to talk about what obstacles you faced when you entered the video world from the photography world.
So I'm still a headshot photographer, and all my sponsors wanted me to do behind the scenes. And then what happens is you put your little GoPro, do time lapse. And then they say, well, we need to put out video. So that was easy. I teach lighting at trade shows for headshots, and they wanted me to do behind the scenes. The thing that scared me to death is when they wanted me to do audio. And I don't know nothing about audio. But 1 year ago, nothing. So
And now?
how do I sound? So one of the things that I do is, one of the aspects of being excitable and high level is when somebody's talking. For example, I was nice with this nice gentleman, and I said, why do I need a handheld mic? And I need a handheld mic so I can keep my mouth shut when somebody's speaking.
Right.
So with the Saramonic K9 on my rolling interview stand, not only am I doing it live at NAB Show, I'm also making the audio people really upset. When they see me, just take it out of my pocket and start using it. So that demonstration about the cables, when I'm at these shows like San Diego Expo, people stop in the tracks and want to punch me in my face. So, no, they really do. So I am a chaotic mess, but once the camera goes on, I try to be calm, but I don't think about this cable. And one of the things that I put to the test is this is how I manage my cables. So each pocket has A and B. We also love the Ultra. But over here, so this is how I handle my mics. Thank you in the back. So I normally do, if I'm a crazy man, 50 to 60 interviews at NAB. The first time I did NAB, I did about 75. I was spraying and praying. I didn't know what I was doing. And now I try to be focused. Audio is very important for video. I come from a photography background, which is where we met at a photography show. And I was in the B&H section, and they said, this guy's crazy guy brought 600 pounds of stuff. And they said, Madeline, Go help Walter. And that's how we met. I bring 600 pounds of stuff with me when I go to trade shows. All this I fly from Boston. I put this, and I have more, but so I fly with this from Boston, and this audio is stored into a bag. Saramonic K9. So I am the worst case scenario for audio because this is how I do it. Next question, please.
Can you tell us what you were using before you were using the K9 and what improvements you've noticed? You talked a little bit about it, but what improvements have you noticed since using the K9?
I would not be using the K9 because I am a Sony person. I have the Sony UWP blah, blah, blah. And if they sent this to me and it wasn't good, I would not be using it because my stuff is in the Sony booth. Can you imagine me roll into the Sony booth with all my stuff, and on top of my camera is the new Saramonic K9? I would not be using this if it wasn't better than my Sony UWP, flagship Sony. I tested it out and about. I spent 3 hours yesterday in the Saramonic booth after show hours because I need to know how to use this in a very chaotic environment. As we saw it, you saw how I do it. I wing it.
Yeah.
And for winging it, how long did it take me to get you in the interview?
Oh, 30 seconds.
Yeah, and what did I do? I handed you this.
For that one.
Yep, and I handed you this, and you said.
Good one.
So he was correct. This mic holder is, when you saw it, you said, this is pretty good, and it's built in. I have the COS 11D, which says, how much is the COS 11D? Anybody?
Ask me.
$350.
Yeah.
This mic is better than the COS 11D. It is included. That's one COS 11D is how much? Okay, wait 1 second. Hold on. How many mics do I have?
Two.
So that's $700 of a COS 11 mic, correct? So not only do you get a COS 11 mic, I don't need to have timecode generators. So this has timecode generators, and timecode generators are roughly $250 each. So now we just have a $250 mic, a timecode generator, $250.
Right.
And what else do we have? Outside the United States, they also have 32-bit float. If you happen to get it early, I can use a 30-bit float and it works phenomenal. I interview people that are soft-spoken, and I'm trying my best to stay calm and collect. But what happens is when I'm on the RE booth and they're showing me just cool things, the whole place stops because my voice is very loud. And I get excited. So as an end user that doesn't know anything about audio, this K9 gets me good audio, which I don't have to think about it. This K9 audio is made for soundmen. And I'm like, with this nice gentleman, which I don't remember names, John, we said, this audio is made for people like us. So Saramonic just increased the audience by having cam ops, realizing that this audio is amazing with built-in timecode. Everything I have 4 cameras, multiple audios, mixed pre-3, backup audio, and I also attach my Saramonic Ultra. Everything's timecode. When you're doing videos with 3 to 4 cameras in a loud trade show, I'm not clapping unless I get excited, which I was today. So timecode is extremely important for me with multiple cameras and multiple audios. Built in, you're not paying $250, and you're not paying for that COS 11 mic. You have a better mic than a COS 11. Next question, please.
Well, honestly, that was my last question, but
I thought we had 4.
in summary, right?
Oh,
How
sorry.
did it do for you on day 1 of NAB?
Well, pre-NAB, I took this wonderful standout and I walked outside where I live and I said to a nice, if you watch my release video, I was rolling out this stand, testing out the audio, and I wanted to do distance test. So I walked really far away in the video. Like and subscribe, please. Really far in the video. That was sort of fun. Are you guys falling asleep? That was actually sort of funny about like and subscribe. Listen, YouTubers. There's a few YouTubers. Nice gentleman back there with the beard. He has a great YouTube channel. Yes, got you. Main channel. I learned a lot
Got
from
a
you.
few YouTubers
Yeah.
in here.
But the gentleman back there does amazing audio reviews. I watch your channel. And we have a similar hairdo, but we won't talk about that. So, well, off script. So basically, I took this stand and rolled away, leaving my little DJI Pocket 3. And my wife said, "There's somebody steal it." I was so far away, and the audio was spectacular. The other thing that I did was a random person came by, another YouTuber was filming a video, and she said, "What are you doing?" And I said, I'm unofficially, I'm doing a product release video. And I said, "Can you give me permission to be on my YouTube channel?" She said, "Yes. Always get on the camera. I give you permission." And then her voice was spectacular. And if you watch the video, you'll see how crisp and clean her voice, my voice is all over the place. I learned that from somebody about my voice, like blacked out. What's the word?
Siblings.
Thank you very much. We met early. We met early today.
Yes.
Did you like me then, or you like me more now?
Oh, still same. Good.
Still pretty low, right?
Yeah, it's working.
Because I made your movie scene. It's working for me, right?
Yeah.
I'm working my magic. So when you listen to her voice, it's so smooth, and it's like she's on a. Are we going too long? Is my time up? Oh,
No, you're good.
I'm hyper aware. So hypothetically, I did 20 years in a maximum security prison, and I was on a nuclear power submarine. So for me, I have a contrast. So photography was my outlet when I worked in a maximum security prison for 20 years. I was a level 5 correction officer. My voice had to be loud. I was also in a submarine. Noise, my voice is loud. My wife has to put on hearing protection because I'm so loud. I need 32 red flow. So this device, the K9, replaced my flagship Sony. And I would not shoot. I even told our good friend,
Yeah.
I said, I would hand this back to you if it wasn't better than my Sony. So for you that are audio experts, I salute you. YouTube is really important for all the companies. Oh, we got Canada. How you guys doing? You know I'm looking at you. I see you luscious. See, you're the opposite. You make me look bad. Okay, here we go. So this is what I use. I bring this to the trade show. And I was actually reviewing Ari, and my good friend there said, "Where are you, Walter?" And I sent you a picture. Where was I?
You were at the RE.
Well, just to summarize, for those that are not audio experts, this makes my job easier. I don't have to think about audio. I know that I get easy peasy audio because this is actually easier to sync each mic than my Sony. The Sony one, you have to tap, 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 and you have to wait for it vibrating. This one, I do auto scan, and it takes me 10 seconds and I'm done. Throughout this busy show, I started hearing static once the show got going. And all I do is put this stand down and then do this, and it goes success to success. To my point, if you do what I do or more chaotic, this system makes your life easier, 100%.
We love that. Thank you, Walter.
He actually was here to drive me up with all my equipment, and then I just left.
Yep. I'll turn it on.
Yeah, no, we're excited.
I think we made it to build that
Test out and
Yeah, I was at the build that.
That's right.
I had that big giant contraption.
You bust a little weight, yeah. Here, you know.
I didn't lose a lot of weight.
Sorry, that's right.
I can reveal her.
Go next to it.
Don't mind us.
How's the height?
Hi, that's good.
Oh,
Yeah, that's good. Actually, the little is fine. Yeah. Because if I do the third, then I can see that.
dolly shot.
You want me to walk toward you?
Yeah, nice and slow.
Alright.
And we spread it to the super a little bit, right?
Yeah. I'm actually curious to see if it'll like pick up.
Yeah, just stand right next to that.
I don't know if you hear that, but this audio is coming from the brand new Saramonic K9 microphone, which I am wearing. And yeah, I'll walk forward and I'll walk backwards. I'm very curious to see how the audio picks up. 32-bit float, timecode sync, UHF system, wireless. I want one myself. My name is Nicki Sun and we're here at NAB Show 2025 here at the Saramonic K9 press event launch. Super excited. They just released a UHF wireless microphone system, 32-bit float, onboard recording, timecode sync, and also we got a taste of all the things that it could record throughout IP67, dirt tests, water tests. I think they did a drill test as well. Can't wait to have it check out and see you and check out the K9 system at Saramonic.
Talk about the timecode and previous flow and how easy.
Let's try to get a whole video from there.
Yeah.
Make
Well,
it
the
just,
thing is, I don't
just keep,
have the video.
no, just keep it your intro.
Yeah.
So again,
This is again, but I'm wondering if I should just not do it.
That's the way to do it.
well, the thing we could do is we could start there,
Yeah, or
and then,
you know, you
and
said
then,
that I
and
can
then
walk
start
into
talking about
frame.
here.
I can walk into frame.
Oh yeah.
Like you pull out like this height, and then yeah, I'll see her.
Like this?
Okay, sure.
Oh,
And
wait,
then you
oh.
walk this way.
Want me to do this?
Yeah, like that. I'll walk in front of her. Yeah. Okay. Hello everyone, it's Nicki Sun with NAB Show. We're here at the Saramonic K9 launch release. I'm super excited because this is a wireless system that we've just got a peek of. It is 32-bit float, onboard recording, timecode sync, and IP76 rate, which means it is waterproof, all the proofs. So check it out at the Saramonic booth, and I will see you there.